We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Gets this out wide to Pickens. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Back to throw, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. He stiff arms him. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, against the pass, they're hoping to trend to the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first and 10, it's Pickett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. Here's Smith now on second down. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Seahawks at 5-10 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawks defense, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Pickett back to throw. Touchdown! Calvin Austin from 3 yards out. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Seahawks 7. First Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Lock the man in motion. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Smith throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Smith now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Pickett now from the gun here. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 39 yards. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Geno now to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I won't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Seahawks 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention, but sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 31 yards. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Seahawks 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Geno. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Seahawks 7. First Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Geno. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Smith on 1st down. Throw out wide to Walker. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Smith. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Pickett sets up play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First and 10. Here's Pickett. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. George Pickens the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Off play action. Pickett completes Austin here over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
First Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 at their own 21. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw is Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. George Pickens. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers have got it on cruise control. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Walker with another carry. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Walker. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here is another interception. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Steelers.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in.
And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the Walker hit and the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here's Pickett on second down.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Steelers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third down and 12.
And Pickett going to move his guys around.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Back to throw, Smith. And Walker has it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Geno now to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the 43-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Trying the left side with Walker. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And they're going to
to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The pass on the fake punt. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
This complete to Lockett. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To the right side, this is Walker. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
It's caught, Lockett. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Now Geno. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we were going to start bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's Pickett.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Pickett back to throw. That one down the field for Freiermuth.
And this is taken in at the 5.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. Now look out. He's to the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made here at the 36. That one looks like he'll throw here. But he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. First and 10, here's Pickett. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Pickett now on first down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And some room to maneuver. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Geno. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your